Okay guys, it's time for another one of these Habs news update thingy-majiggys. And in today's jiggy, we're going to talk about Lane Hutson, we're going to talk about Patrik Laine, and we might even talk about a young man named Filip Zadina. Now, why the devil do we need to talk about him? Well, you're going to have to stick around to find out, because first up to the plate is Ivan Demidov, or Demidov, whatever it is the cool cats like to call him. But this kid has been absolutely phenomenal so far during the KHL preseason. I mean, look at these clips. Once again, compliments of Hockey News Hub. That's an easy follow. But Demidov's got the moves. He's got the vision. And it feels like every time he steps out onto the ice, he's making shit happen like he's a laxative. And let me tell you something. There's going to be no shortage of content while this kid's around, okay? Because Ivan Demidov, he's a niche of his own. He's a YouTuber's dream, and we're very lucky to have him. But next up on the list, we're going to go from a forward magician to a blue line magician. Froese Hudson, come on down. I know, we're all just itching to see this young man back in action. But you got to admit, there's still a lot of question marks about where he plays this season. Is he going to be playing in the AHL, maybe alongside his good old buddy David Reinbacher, or is he ready to play in the NHL? Well, according to Kent Hughes, who recently done an interview with BPM Sports, they don't want to hide him. He said, quote, "We want Lane Hutson to turn into the best defenseman that he can become. If he needs to improve his game and he's better off in the AHL, we'll send him down to Laval. We are not going to keep him in the NHL just to turn him into a power play specialist." So there you have it. Kent Hughes, of course, made it about as clear as a skid mark on a fresh pair of white underwear. But you see, the truth is, nobody really knows where Lane Hutson's going to play. It's up to him. The ball's in his court. If he does show up during the preseason and just dominates compared to some of these other blue liners, well, chances are he's going to stick around. But if he shows up and looks a little nervous and maybe looks like he needs some more work, well, looks like he becomes a project for Pascal Vigneault. Nailed it. Am I French or what? Now, speaking of Pascal, you know, some of you guys, you weren't exactly fans when he was hard to coach Laval. And even last week, after the Patrik Laine acquisition, I've been hearing some rumblings that there might even be some beef between Patrik Laine and Pascal Vigneault during their time in Columbus. However, according to BPM Sports, Pascal has a lot of good things to say about Laine, even going as far as saying that he's the most talented player that he's ever coached. He also said Laine can do whatever he wants when he's on the ice. Now, holy shit, I don't know about you, but I feel like that's some pretty big praise from a guy who knows him very well. I'm telling you, I've got every positive vibe I can possibly have right now. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the Mary Browns, maybe it's the demigod, and maybe it's just a combo of everything good that's been going on lately. But anyway, I don't want to keep you too long, so next up, we're going to move right along to Filip Zadina. Now listen, what I'm about to tell you, take it with a grain of salt, okay? I'm just tossing this stuff in here. But according to Pavel Barta, Filip Zadina was nearing a PTO, but guess what? It sounds like he's backing out, and Montreal is one of the teams that could possibly pick him up. Wow, talk about a roller coaster. Sometimes you can't even make this stuff up. But I guess, hey, at least this woman's gonna be happy. Filip Zadina was picked 6th overall back in 2018, the Kotkaniemi draft. Let's just say his career didn't really go as planned. He just couldn't reach his potential with the Red Wings. Last year, he played with the San Jose Sharks, where he actually had a career high in goals and put up 23 points, which is not too bad. But he was also, no, that's gotta be a typo. Jeez, minus 44, Zadina? What did you do, just lay down and play dead? Give me a second, I gotta look this up. Yup, minus 44 was actually amongst the worst in the league last season, right alongside some of these other buttholes like Kurashev and Bedard. But hey, who cares? Who cares about plus minus anyway? Filip Zadina might be on the Canadiens' radar, and he might not be on the Canadiens' radar. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and pencil this in at a 1.4578% chance. Kazakhstan's right now. But you can let me know what you think down in the comments section. Go on, get out of here, you seagulls. Don't forget to pick that like button before you leave here. And hey, I'll see you next time.